Ride through the city like Brennan Schaub. I'm on a mission to get it all. Ride through the city like Brennan Schaub. If you ain't thick, please don't get involved.
And now, Brandon Thick Boy Schaub.
We live? What up, fam? What up? What up? I was almost late. It's 11:02. Your boy's late. Your boy's late. I apologize to all the group. Big Brown Club. Apologize. My belt, my UFC Freedom belt is here. One of 250. Shout out to the UFC. This thing is badass. What up?
It's upside down.
Pull up your mic too, bro. Oh, is it upside down? Yeah, pull up your mic. Yeah, I got you.
It's that FCU championship belt.
It's that UFC cock belt. UFC cock. Ooh, buddy. Your boy was sprinting not to be late. Sprinting. Let's go and put Earl. Is that what we named him? Earl, fam? Let's go and put Earl here. Get the globe. Got Earl here, who I think is haunted. All good. All good. Yeah, the belt's the real deal. Holyfield. Let me see. There's some smudge marks on it. Kiddo's been having their sticky hands all over it. Tiger's like, Dad, can I leave this in my room? I'm like, absolutely not. Absolutely not. What's up, fam? Welcome to the Big Brown Breakdown Club. It is 11:03 on the dot. I apologize for being about a minute and a half late. About to sprint down to the car to get the UFC belt. That's why I got it. My UPS man was so crunk. I should have got a picture with him. I'll see him today, though. We got these new coaches' kicks coming. Boys officially started football last night. Cheers. Oh, it's always football season, son. But yeah, especially in Texas. You just can't make them mandatory workouts. The season officially starts July 27th. We can start doing on-mandatory workouts on the 15th. We're cooking. We got a squad. We're cooking. But that's the belt. UPS man was stoked to get it, stoked to see it. Should have took a picture. I didn't, forgot. But yeah. There it is. There it is, kids. That's going to stay there, I think. That's going to stay right there. That's the closest I've ever been to a belt. Actually, no, Shane Carwin got an interim heavyweight belt. So I put that on. But you will not see me put that on. That's frowned upon. Did not earn it. But yeah, that's a badass belt, dude. That's a badass belt. I'll take it. Let's get into it, boys and ladies. Gemma, what up? Oh, the updates on the merch. The site is almost ready, kids. It's almost ready. We are super close. Stay tuned on that. But this weekend, you got a good little weekend if you're into the fisticuffs, because you got UFC OKC, as the UFC media team likes to call it, the UF Cock is going down this weekend. DDP, Kamaru Usman. You got a great co-main event on that. The whole card's pretty tasty for fight night. Then you also have RAF. You have Armin, the Armenian Batman, the Armenian Bruce Wayne, versus Colby Covington going down, which I'm all about that. What time does that start, Chin?
I'm waiting for it to load real quick.
This is the RAF website?
Yeah.
Okay,
It's going to be one of the best RAFs, I think. Well, last week was great, too. This month's been great.
Last week was pretty epic.
8 p.m. Eastern?
8 p.m. Eastern. You got Armin, Colby going down. Colby wrestling a weight down. It's going to be tough. It's going to be a tough guy like that. Then obviously you have the legend in Ben Askren going against Bilal Muhammad. Bilal Muhammad, shout to him for even taking this matchup. But you're in a no-win situation there. Who's not rooting for Ben Askren after the double lung transplant, coming back to the great sport of wrestling? Clay Guida, Frankie Edgar. Dude, what else you got? Okay, after that gets a little dicey. Dicey meaning none of the, if you're a UFC fan.
Pat Downey, baby.
Loved Pat Downey.
Yoda Machida.
Love me some Pat Downey. Bring up that UFC cock card for me, Chen.
Mike Caliendo, great wrestler.
Oh, buddy, you got some fun ones. I'll tell you what. This fight night's especially tasty because that main card's good. But on the early prelims, mark it down, kids. You have Israel Elliott versus Damian Anderson for your first fight of the night. That's a fun one. Israel Elliott, if you're not familiar with him, he's been on the regional circuit. He's a Sugar Sean O'Malley guy. Trains with that team out there in Arizona, and he's a bit of a savage. If you've been following him. Short notice. Damian Anderson is from the B team, so I doubt Israel wants to go to the ground too much with that gentleman, but that's a good one. Israel's one to watch. So is Damian Anderson. It's two young lions going at it. Usually you'd get this on a Contender Series night, but the UFC did us a solid and put it on the UFC card. So looking forward to that one. That's a good one. Mark that one down, boys and ladies. You're going to want to star that and watch. The rest of the prelims are all right, but that one's special. That's a fun one. That's a really fun one. Tabitha Ritchie, Fatima Klein. Klein's a problem. Chase Hooper, Mitch Ramirez. Chase better pull off the sub or he's going to get KO'd. Jared Cannonier, CLD, Christian Leroy Duncan. Huge fan of Christian Leroy Duncan. Jared Cannonier, it's tough. I think this is going to be his walking papers. Whether the UFC cuts him or if he retires, but I assume he gets knocked out in this fight. And it's no knock on Cannonier. He's fought at heavyweight, light heavyweight, now he's at middleweight, jacked. It's just father time caught up with him. It's not a skill thing. It's a speed, endurance thing, toughness thing. That stuff starts to go when father time's like, all right, bud, you've had a long run. It's time to get out of here. It's time to get on out. And CLD is going to be the man who gets you out there. That's a very tough matchup for Cannonier. So I will take Klein. Hooper gets it done via submission. He's a big favorite. I think he's 3-1 favorite. Jared Cannonier loses and probably is done with his time in the UFC. And then you get to the main event. Yeah, that's right. I'm jumping right into my picks. You get to the main event, DDP, Kamaru Usman. I thought a lot about this fight. I went back and watched Kamaru Usman versus Khamzat. And a lot of people, and that was 3 years ago, I think, Chin?
What's up?
Khamzat versus Kamaru. How long ago was that? If you just click on Kamaru, let me see that. I think 3 years ago.
2023.
Oh, your boy's good. Yep, 2023. So he lost to Khamzat in 2023. That was a short notice fight. That's why it was at middleweight. And then obviously Kamaru Usman had that, just bully beatdown against Joaquin Buckley. So if you're a Kamaru Usman fan, which I am, the stuff you're going to kind of die on the hill for Kamaru Usman is, man, look what he did against Khamzat. Look at him against Khamzat. The takedown defense, man, if that would have been 5 rounds and, he might have beat Khamzat. And then Joaquin Buckley, man, he washed him. He destroyed him. Facts. And these are all good points. Here's why I would pick DDP in this fight. When you really look at Kamaru Usman, he's not getting younger, right? So father time also an issue for him, something he's fighting that nobody can beat. If you guys have, but especially his fighting style, his knees. A lot of people harp on Kamaru Usman's knees. He's dealt with it for so long. I don't really think that's a hill to die on with his knees because he's obviously figured it out. Obviously figured out training that works for him to come in shape, execute the game plan, just like he did against Joaquin Buckley, just like he did against Khamzat Chimaev. So we got to get off the knees thing. Yes, his knees are shot, but clearly he's figured out how to make it work for him, and he's very efficient doing so. Here's what I say, though. With the Khamzat fight, short notice. Very short notice fight. Khamzat, completely different game plan. Kamaru Usman was the little engine that could there. He surprises. End of the day, still lost the fight. Still lost the fight to a majority decision. So he lost that fight, and you're like, yeah, but look what he did against Khamzat. Listen, Khamzat is the best fighter on the planet for 1 round. That's how I'd sum up Khamzat Chimaev. For 1 round, he's the absolute best fighter on the roster in the first round. After that, he is not a world beater. He's just not. He's just not. Well, look what he did against DDP. Yep, he always fades. Remember that DDP fight, that fight ended with him in a reverse triangle and couldn't get out of mount. So, yes, Khamzat beat Kamaru. Yes, Kamaru put up a very good fight. Surprised a lot of us. Gave a lot of us hope who are Kamaru Usman fans. But that first round was tough for him. And, he weathered the storm and got out of it, but he did lose that fight by majority draw. So a lot of people, when he comes to middleweight now, like, look, he's had time to prepare for it. Look what Khamzat did to DDP. I hear all this. Look what I did to Joaquin Buckley. Right. Do we think Joaquin Buckley's a top 5 guy? Do we think Joaquin Buckley might be a tad overrated? Not that he's not good and doesn't possess a lot of skills. I'm talking about the top of that division. The top of that division. Do we think Joaquin Buckley's a top 3, top 4 guy?
Yeah, Nick.
No.
So basically your argument for him to beat DDP is had a good showing that he lost by majority decision to the best one-round fighter on the planet at middleweight, which was short notice for Khamzat, right? So all the chips are stacked against Khamzat in that. So he had a good showing, but he lost, and he beat Joaquin Buckley. That's what we're going to go with? Right. Now, is this an easy fight for DDP? No, it's not easy. But for whatever reason, the lack of respect DDP gets is wild to me. I think it's because he has that drunken, weird style that nobody can mimic. But here's the thing. DDP is a light heavyweight infiltrating the middleweight division. He is
Huge.
Huge. So while Kamaru Usman might have better technical wrestling, I think he was a Division II national champion. So he's going to technically be better when it comes to wrestling, the chain wrestling. But with DDP's size, he can negate most of that, to be honest with you. Because DDP's not, just he doesn't have just no skills when it comes to wrestling. He can wrestle. It was tough against Khamzat, no doubt. But, Kamaru Usman's a far cry from Khamzat. So I just think DDP's going to be able to negate the wrestling at the end of the day. Does he get down? Does he get taken down? Probably early on. But he's so big, and again, Kamaru's not Khamzat, and he really doesn't have the same style, that kind of blanket style. So I think even if he gets taken down, he's going to get to his feet, being the bigger guy, stronger guy, and his cardio is phenomenal now. So I just don't see a world where Kamaru can hold DDP down, do damage, look for a submission, which isn't really his thing. I don't think on the feet he has the power to knock out DDP. I think DDP's unconventional striking is going to surprise Kamaru, and I think he gets it done the second or third round via TKO. I'll take DDP via TKO, second or third round.
Did you see the face-off?
I did not.
Show him the face-off. The size difference is actually crazy.
They've trained together before, too, and Kamaru was like, man, his power is wild. It's like, yeah.
He's a big oaf. He's huge.
He's huge. And he says he's been working on his wrestling after that Khamzat fight.
I bet you that's all he's been doing nonstop since that fight.
Hopefully not. It's never good. Oh, wow. Yeah. Yeah, DDP's a big cat. You ever seen the picture when he's out of camp next to Bisping? And he's way bigger than Bisping.
Dude, he's trying to take out all 3 African kings.
Well, he's African.
First Izzy. Well, remember it was Izzy, Usman, and Francis. So after this, he only has one more.
I don't know if I'll ever get to Francis, but I like your thinking. He's also African, so he's the 4th king. He's African. Mm-hmm. Nina Drama's interview was hilarious. She goes, congrats on Black History Month for your African brothers. He's like, what? DDP's a tough puzzle to solve. It doesn't happen with an older Kamaru Usman moving up a weight division. It just doesn't.
Let me ask a question. If Kamaru loses, is that the end of the road? Is that putting the gloves down?
Yep. Yeah, I always say this, it's a fork in the road for both of them. DDP loses to a guy just coming up to 85 after losing to Khamzat. Buddy, the road back to the title gets very tough.
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing, and DDP said this in the press conference. They go, do you think you're going to get a title shot against the winner of Strickland Khamzat if you beat Kamaru Usman? He goes, if I just beat him by like a decision, that's not going to do it. I have to convincingly beat him, and then maybe I'll get a title shot. Now, especially if Strickland were to win again, which I think he will, if Strickland beats Khamzat again, you can definitely run that back.
Well, they haven't even completely confirmed, because you have Khamzat talking online about Strickland running from him. So they haven't. I don't think it's confirmed.
It's not confirmed. Fight. Yeah, that's the rumors are December, right? Mm-hmm. Strickland Khamzat. It makes sense, but I think DDP will get the next shot at the title.
Do you think
with a good performance via TKO, KO, submission, second, third, fourth round? I think as long as he gets a finish, he'll stamp his ticket to the title.
If you're Strickland, what's a more dangerous next fight? Is it Khamzat round 2, or is it DDP round 3?
Ooh, they're both tough for him. I'll say DDP.
I think so too.
He's beat him before.
Twice. I mean, the first one I don't agree with.
First one I had Strickland winning, but it's super close. Second one, here's the thing with that. DDP. So first one I had Strickland win. Second one, DDP did win, no doubt. Strickland was hurt. Strickland had one arm.
Yeah.
And when you're not a power puncher, when you don't have finishing power, and you're a volume technician, technical defensive fighter, and you only have one weapon, it's going to be tough to win a fight.
So is that a nagging injury for Strickland?
Yeah.
Because didn't he go into Khamzat with a shoulder injury as well?
Yep, nagging injury. And he's at Ways to Well tomorrow. I'm actually meeting up with him and Nick Sick tomorrow.
Nice.
Yeah.
If that's 2 fights in a row, that sounds like a nagging problem. That's an issue.
Not good. Yeah, and he posted some content, I think last night, getting work done on his shoulder.
What can he do legally for the shoulder?
He can do,
because peptides are
he can
not
do
legal.
Some peptides are legal. I forget which ones are. There's some that are.
Because I don't think the Wolverine Stack, BPC, or TB500, I don't think either of those are allowed.
No. Do you know the half-lives on those?
They're pretty. BPC is a lot shorter. TB is a little bit longer, but it's still like weeks, I believe.
And then stem cells, is that illegal?
That's
too?
almost. It's really hard to test for stem cells.
Super hard.
Like, I don't even know what kind of test you'd run. Like, how are you going to test them at a cellular level? But I mean, if Sean Strickland takes a picture at Ways to Well and says, "I just got stem cells," that could.
Well, but there's been a bunch of UFC fighters. It's legal.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's legal.
So I bet you he's getting that done tomorrow. But even if it wasn't legal, which is just stupid, he get done at Ways to Well and just doesn't post. There's no way to test for it. But either way, he's fine. I bet you that's what he's doing here tomorrow.
Have you done stem cells?
Yes, in my knee.
Does it make it as much of a difference as like BPC and TB does?
Destroys all that.
Really?
Night and day difference. Night and day difference. My brother could not lift his arm above his shoulder. Like, horrible injury. They thought he was going to have surgery. Got stem cells. He's 100% better.
That's how I was with BPC and TB when I had that same thing. I had a cyst inside my shoulder and couldn't lift above my head. And then after doing the sound wave and the 2 peptides, I was able to bench 315 on incline again within like a month. No,
stem cells. I have a torn meniscus. I put stem cells in there. Your boy can run like crazy now. I've been good for a while. I did it a while ago. Tore my bicep, lifting a tire like an idiot. 40-inch Toyo open country tire, so they're huge. I was lifting it with one arm. It's cold LA morning. Ripped my bicep. Got stem cells in it. I was doing deadlift and pull-ups 10 days later. And Chin, you have a neck issue, right?
It's kind of like, it's really good now.
You did stem cells?
I did zero, nothing.
Yeah?
Yeah, I remember I went to like 3 doctors. They said, no, you have to do it. You have to do it. I'm like, and I started almost crying. I'm like, no, because I saw a family member do it, and it didn't go well.
Stem cells?
No. Actual
surgery? Oh, no. You ain't doing surgery.
She walks like this now. Like that. She's
like hunched over?
Yeah.
That's also scary at night if she's like getting water, has to take a piss.
Dude, she looks scary in the daytime.
Yeah. And she's Asian. I'm like, oh my God, is this the ring? Yeah, UFC OK Cock is a good card. Really good card. UFC's been really treating us, man.
This might be one of my favorite fight nights.
A great fight night.
In a long time.
Great fight night.
I'm trying to think of a fight night with bigger names than this. And
this is a good one. This is a really good one. In other news, you had Conor McGregor come out and say he thinks his fight should be ruled a no contest. I couldn't agree more.
But if it was ruled a no contest, would he have to give the money back from? Would that have been ruled as a no fight?
No, he still got an outgun. He still get paid because UFC got paid. So Conor posted this. A few notes. 1, I will have the results of the scan on my leg tomorrow. Torn ACL, I'll tell you that much. 2, the fight should be a no contest and all bets returned. Yeah, it should be a no contest.
But needless to say, what's the realistic time frame of the second fight? Do you think it still goes down in April next year?
Depends on that ACL. It's a complete tear. It just depends. ACL's tough, man. Yeah, I think it's a no contest because now they're going to say that it should be listed a TKO or KO, where the hell they're calling it, because it was an action done in fighting. But I think it should be a no contest because it wasn't an action done due to Max Holloway, due to the opponent. He jumped right away and blew his shit out. So there was no fighting. If that makes sense.
Stupid question. But
Like if Max would have kicked him like in the knee right away and it blows AC out, that's a TKO KO. Because it was a result of your opponent inflicting a maneuver that inflicted damage and he couldn't continue. That's a TKO KO. If you just jump in the octagon and you blow out your knee and it wasn't due to your opponent, that should be no contest. Even though the clock started, I get it. The clock started. But Max had no influence at all of Conor McGregor's injury. So that should be a no contest.
Well, my question is, does it change it? Because Max, when Conor went down, Max did get on top of him, throw a couple ground and pounds, and did strike a little bit on the face. Obviously, it was a half-ass.
It did nothing, yeah. It did nothing. And then even Max, when he got to his feet, he was like, dude, look at him. He's compromised. Stop the fight, you know?
Wait, was Aspinall taken down and then his knee went out, or how did that work with the Blades? And
Blades was throwing kicks, and he blocked one, and then he stepped back.
Okay, so the kick did affect him. What about the Pantoja Joshua Van one when he fell on his arm? Did he strike?
That was due to an action off Van.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, because he pushed
like,
off.
Like Van did an action that caused Pantoja to put his hand down.
Oh, yeah.
Blew his up. So those are different. Those are TKOs. But Max had no influence. Because Pantoja doesn't blow his elbow out if Joshua Van isn't there. He's fine. Tom Aspinall doesn't blow his knee out if Curtis Blades isn't there. Conor McGregor blows his knee out whether you're there, Nick's there, I'm there, nobody's in there. That's a no contest. There's argument for no contest. I don't think they're going to do it, but I'm with Conor on this.
Yeah,
I love people blaming the fog at the beginning of the fight.
That's all stupid. He's had fog previous fights. What else you got, Jen?
Let's go. There's some.
Boy, JD Vance was cooking on
Rogan.
I haven't listened to the whole thing. I've just seen clips. I do like me some JD Vance. I don't like any politicians, but pick your poison. But he was dropping some gems on there.
Yeah. And this one is about Justin continuing to fight or not.
We saw Gaethje at the White House a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, I saw that.
I asked him, I was like, so are you done fighting? And he kind of hesitated a little bit. And then I think it was his mom was in the Oval Office with him. She's like, yes.
Yeah, but, if they offer him some life-changing money for one more fight after that performance, I have a feeling he'll take it.
We saw Gaethje.
I think it depends who it is. I think what Rogan's forgetting, so people said the same thing about Khabib. Oh, he could be 30-0. He's like, no, I told my dad no. Yeah, but that life-changing money, Khabib's like, no, you're not listening. I told my dad on his deathbed I would not fight. There's no amount of money. Now, there's someone in the Middle East, I forget who, offered Khabib and Conor a total of $500 million if they fought again.
Wow.
That'd be $250 each, boys. Now, I know Khabib's fine. He has all the land. They've given him land. $250 mil? But to Khabib's point, he's like, to honor my dad, I said no. I told my mom no. I'm not going to lie to my parents. I think that's the thing Rogan's forgetting there. Like, Justin Gaethje's very close with his family, very close with his mom. So if that, and going to that last one, if he went to his mom, it was like, Mom, this is my last one. Just, support me for this last one. It's at the White House. It's the biggest thing I'm ever going to do. If I win, it's the perfect ending. And I think what kept Justin around, that's why he was at the Conor and the Max fight, is he didn't announce retirement because he was banking on the red panty night. Mm-hmm. That's gone. So now if you're Justin, it's like, okay, stick around. Here's Arman. What's it really do for your legs? What's it really do?
Yeah.
And then the pay against Arman, now granted, he made great money at the White House, but you should make more when you're champ, but you're not talking 10, 15, 20, 30 million more. You're talking 1, 2 mil more, Now, I don't know Justin's financial situation. I do not. I know he signed a $3 million deal, sponsorship deal. Now, that might be predicated on him fighting again. I don't know the ins and outs of that. I just don't see Justin risking the perfect storybook ending, coming back to fight Arman or coming back to fight Max. I don't know what they're going to do for him. I don't know. And then he already said he's not interested in the Paddy fight. So it's kind of like, unless it's some huge bag that they offer you, it just doesn't make sense for Justin. It just doesn't. And he told his mom he's not going to.
What was kind of funny about this interview, though, is like Joe pressed him on the files.
On Epstein files?
He's like, I don't know. But what I can tell you
is... See, I disagree. I thought J.D. Vance did good with that. He was like, dude, I'm with you.
He's like, we dropped the ball.
He goes, we could do 2 episodes on the Epstein files. He goes, I agree. There's something more there. But he goes, I'll be honest. As far as what we got, there's not some like big breakout list that's going to change everything. He goes, I haven't seen that. He goes, something definitely... There's more to that story, for sure.
Joe pressing him on like the redacted names and all that, and that's when he got a little uncomfortable. But he was like, yeah, I don't know. It was kind of a whoopsie. But let me tell you the inside thoughts on Justin Gaethje, and I was like, you know what I mean?
I disagree. I thought he handled that well. I thought he addressed it pretty well. I thought he was like, I'm with you. There's definitely more where there's fire, where there's smoke, there's fire. There's definitely more there.
So I love that Joe actually pressed him.
What's up?
I love that Joe actually pressed him.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Because no one's been pressing anybody about it. And Joe's the first person that's actually been like, so what's the deal with these unredacted names? And
with the voter fraud, especially in California. That was great. Mm-hmm. They did another one about Michelle Obama, right? Being a man.
Yeah.
Bad technique.
Yeah. Okay. So
no
watching
offense,
it.
No offense, Josh.
So for the people listening, the clip,
the
clip we're showing is J.D. Vance asked, was Hokett's armbar, is it a matter of like Derek Lewis being tough or what's going on there? Is it bad technique? And Joe goes, it's just bad technique. Keep playing, Jim.
Realize that I just could not believe that dude held out for like 30 seconds with his
Was
arm
that
in
more
position.
shocking or when he said Michelle Obama is a man?
I didn't see this part.
Great question by Joe.
Definitely the armbar part. Yeah. I work in politics. People say crazy stuff all the time.
Well, he says that every fight.
Does he?
Yeah. It's just...
He says it every fight. It's just when you do it at the White House, it's going to garner some attention. That's what it is. And I like that J.D. Vance is like, I'm more surprised at the armbar technique. You're like, wait, what? See, I thought J.D. Vance would go the other way with it. If he was like, I'm more surprised by the armbar technique. Everybody knows she's a man. I thought that's what he was going down. I'm like, oh my God, he's cooking. But
that would have been crazy.
Was that not the most ass armbar attempt you've ever seen?
Yeah, I mean, fucking around.
But does that not show you? Do you feel like that? When I saw that, I was like, Derek Lewis doesn't want to be in the ring anymore because there was nothing holding him, and
he's just resting. Well, he's resting.
Yeah,
he does that in a lot of fights that he's not winning. He just kind of sort of just lets it go.
What's this? It says Paddy Pimblett spoke with Dana White and Hunter Campbell directly after his win at UFC 329. So Dana says, effing absolutely incredible, man. Paddy says, I'll get in with Max now. Hunter says, you and I will figure that out. Dana says, so don't eat too much pizza. I'm not on, not that I don't want Max to get paid. I just think, again, I don't know where Ilia's at in his recovery. I just think if you book Max and Paddy, you're just missing the opportunity to do Paddy Ilia, and that's the biggest fight you can make at 55. Even bigger than the title fights. Like the biggest fight for Justin was Conor. That's gone. Justin Arman is not bigger than Ilia Paddy. Like, there's not a bigger fight at 55 than Ilia versus Paddy. Why? And we know how fickle this sport is. Injuries happen. Who knows what's going to happen? Ilia still has a lot of stock, even though he lost to Justin. All good. But he's still one of the biggest stars in the UFC. He's still a monster.
Paddy.
He's
Paddy's
still a monster.
too.
Coming off a loss, let's see how he's going to recuperate. See how he recovers, see how he responds. Everyone's be waiting to tune into that. You got Paddy, this British force coming. That fight makes all the sense to me. All the sense.
I'm sure.
Now, if they want to do Max, if Ilia is out for a long time, and you're like, man, I think Paddy beats Max, and then we can still do Ilia. Okay, I'm on board. Max is a tough fight for anybody, man. Tough fight.
Well, Ilia and Paddy actually have had beef for probably almost 3 years at this point.
They hate each other.
Where they're chasing each other around the kitchen like Scooby-Doo, throwing pots and pans at each other. They don't like each other. But my question for you actually is, where does Oliveira fit into all this?
Charles?
Yeah.
Man, he's kind of, unfortunately, he's a fan favorite. He's kind of on the UFC shit list after what he did to Max. That BMF title, the UFC went, oh, buddy, you think we're paying you just to perform and win however you can? It's the entertainment business. It's an entertainment business, and you're fighting for a BMF title. So now you've ruined the BMF. Now it's super lame. They should just pull the BMF title from him. Again, I don't think guys should have to defend the BMF. I think you win it, cool, that's yours on this night. Then we move on.
You don't think that should be a continuous title?
No, it's stupid. No. It's so dumb to me. A, it's not a real title. B, just do that night, do a BMF. For every numbered card, you could do a BMF. If it garners that. If it's two badasses with legacy and they actually represent the BMF title, I think you do it on every numbered card. And it'd be so much fun. Oh, here goes the BF. Here goes BMF. Here's tonight's BMF on every big number card.
Is there enough BMFs though to do that?
What's up?
Is there enough BMF contenders to do that, you think?
Probably not. Well, between all the divisions, yeah. Fuck yeah.
Well, I'm saying like legacy guys in each division. It's tough.
It's tough, but you could do it. You could do it. And then and even if it's not everyone, maybe it's every other one. But either way, my point is, you shouldn't have to defend the BMF. That's stupid. Like, they should strip Charles the BMF. There was nothing BMF about that.
No.
It's very strategic. Again, get paid, brother. I'm with you. Get the W. I don't care. I'm not hating on you for it. The UFC is, though. And now you're seeing the repercussions. And notice, he's not in the comment. No one's talking about him.
Yeah.
That's on purpose. That's on purpose.
Yeah, BMF should be like, there should be rules to it where it's like, it has to be not has to be striking, but mostly striking. Like, ref stands people up to the feet faster than usual.
No, see, but my thing is, if you're fighting for a BMF, these are the unspoken rules. We shouldn't have to tell you anything.
Yeah.
If you're fighting for the BMF, you know what up. You know what's up. It's unspoken rules of baseball. You know what's up. You guys let it all hang out. You go out on your shield. That's what this represents.
Yeah.
There's no
It's
other
a
way to do
gladiator
it.
fight.
You know what I'm saying? There's no other way to do it. Arman will probably never fight for the BMF. Garbrandt won't. Khamzat won't.
I would not want to see Arman or Khamzat.
No, but again, they're amazing fighters, some of the best we have, but they don't represent the BMF. That's a different thing.
But I do think that Charles is getting the redheaded stepchild treatment when he's one of the best contenders in the division, and we're treating him like Voldemort, where no one's even saying his name.
But that's what happens, you know?
Yeah. It sucks though.
That's what happens. You decide to fight that way, and the UFC's like, okay, dude. Yeah, no, congrats on the win.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm going to put you on ice for a little bit. I think what they're going to do, because again, for whatever reason, they're not high on Arman either, even though he's been cooking as far as the getting attention goes and staying active in RAF and other stuff on streaming and Nina Drama. I think all right, you're mad at both of them. Have them fight for 5 rounds, so then you have a clear number 1 contender. Do that. Because Charles, like, in this kind of no man's land, right? He got knocked out by Ilia cold. Then he beat Max via, humping. You're just kind of like, sheesh.
But do you see a bigger contender in the division than Charles?
Arman. Arman deserved more. And he beat him. Yeah, but that third round, I don't give a fuck. You beat him. You already beat him.
That's true.
What else you got, Chin?
Oh, I just showed you a flash of that real quick, but
Well, I wanted to ask you about
Sean Strickland.
Colby's takes recently.
Colby
Covington, he said that the reason why the RAF thing is happening is because they couldn't have two active fighters
Current
fighting
fighters,
each other.
yeah.
And he said that's why he put the UFC behind him. Wasn't it a cut? Didn't the UFC cut him?
No, see, he said they mutually agreed to part ways. So that means I would assume Hunter Campbell talked to his management and was like, hey, bud. Or they probably offered him a horrible matchup. Or remember they offered him Bo Nick at the White House. Colby turned it down, and the UFC went, all right, man, we're done. We don't have anything. We're not going to offer you anything if you're not taking this. And Colby went, all right, I'll just go to RAF. They went, cool, have fun. Thank you for your time. That's probably so it was a little bit like, dude, we offered you. You turned it down. We're going to cut you. He's like, hold on. I'm going to RAF. So let me just go out with some dignity. I'm going to go over here. That's what happened. Because he did get offered a fight at the White House against Bo Nickel, and he turned it down. And the UFC went, we don't need you then. You're older. You know, there's no good matchups for you in the division. We're not giving you these guys you keep shouting for. And you've been talking shit to Bo. We gave you that. You turned it down. All right. We got nothing else for you, man. And he was like, cool, I'll go to RAF. That's how that went down. This is Sean Strickland. He says, we're looking at December return. Just can't become a fat POS while I heal up. Yeah. Khamzat says, accept the fight, don't run. I'll beat you anyway. The sooner this happens, the easier it will be to breathe. My thing with him and Khamzat talking shit, we know it's all fabricated. Dude. So that's where they messed up. This is DDP speaking on Khamzat Strickland. Between Sean and Khamzat, there's no title defenses. I defend my title twice against Strickland, once against Israel Sadia. The Khamzat rematch is ridiculous. It doesn't make any sense. If they do it, I mean, it's ridiculous.
I kind of agree with him.
I'm not mad at it. Yeah. Also, that belt could get passed around because every guy's good at their respective skill set up there, and they're so different. I can see it going ching, 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 like getting passed around.
Also, in the mind of DDP, if you're DDP, you want Sean Strickland title fight. You want that over Khamzat round 2. You know what I mean? So, because if Khamzat does,
I don't know because he's 2-0 against Strickland. I think you'd want Khamzat.
For the easier...
Neither one of them's easy, right? Because he's skated by the skin of his teeth in that first fight. Second fight, Sean was compromised. As a competitor, you want the Khamzat fight. Especially ending that 5th round in mount. You're like, man, if I just do a few things here and there, we know that first round's going to be a nightmare. Mm-hmm. He's the most dangerous fighter in the UFC in the first round. Outside that, I think I can handle it. Especially if he's made some changes.
You would have the better fighter point of view. Would you rather... If you're in DDP's shoes, would you rather the easiest? And when I say easiest, obviously there's a caveat. That
all of them are tough.
They're tough fight, but the guy that you've beaten twice, or do you want the guy that ragdolled you the last time? I don't know from the fighter point of view. I mean,
business-wise, you can go Strickland, but I would assume DDP because he probably feels like he got embarrassed, right? And everyone jumped off the DDP train against Khamzat. You want Khamzat to redeem yourself.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. And especially because it's not that dangerous of a fight. Like Khamzat doesn't really ground and pound, doesn't really go for submissions. Striking you don't have to worry about. Just work on your goddamn wrestling.
It just felt like he was like he's DDP's kryptonite.
Mm-hmm. What else you got, Jen?
All right, so we didn't know exactly what happened to Cody Garbrandt, if he was retiring or not, but he posted this recently.
Cody Garbrandt posted this. It's Cody_no love. There are moments in life when hope fades and the weight of endless problems makes the path unclear. But remember this, you only lose when you choose to give up. Let your struggles be your fuel, not your downfall. Don't let the storm break you. Let it strengthen your will to rise and keep fighting. So it sounds like he's not done.
That's exactly what it sounds like, but I don't know. I mean, I don't know if that's a good decision or not, but, you know.
Yeah, the only stuff but the thing is, like, you're not. I get what he's saying, but you're not giving up if you decide to step away from fighting. That's not giving up. Father time, injuries. Mm-hmm. You had your run, dude. You're a champ. You're champ. less than 0.1% of the UFC ever made. You're champ. You did it. You're not giving up. You're moving on. There's a big difference. There's a big difference between giving up and moving on.
What do you think is the move for him?
I don't know what he has going on outside the octagon. Hopefully he has something lined up. He has something lined up. He needs to focus on that because it doesn't get easier.
Alrighty. So this is more of the housewives of the UFC current event. But so the rumors are that the reason why there was a rift between Israel Adesanya and Carlos Ulberg is because Carlos ended up hooking up with Izzy's ex. Rumors.
The crazy one?
Huh?
The crazy one who's like
it
suing
doesn't
him?
say which. I don't know which ex it was, but I mean that would make more sense because they.
So
I
the
don't
headline
know.
here is last week Izzy announced he was leaving City Kickboxing. Scroll back, Jen. Scroll back.
Scroll back where?
You zoomed in. Move it back so I can read it all. The move reignited rumors of fallout with the UFC light heavyweight champion Carlos Ulberg, and fans speculating their friendship ended over allegations involving Izzy's ex-girlfriend. Claims neither has confirmed. But then Ulberg did a story on it.
Yeah.
But sheesh, Ninja, I may just hit my own podcast, get some facts out there. Then he's sweating emoji. I bet there's nothing there. I bet he didn't. Izzy just needed a change, and obviously the internet's going to internet. That's all that's going on here.
All right. I don't know how much you care about this.
Do not care.
Okay. We'll move on.
But you do have Ryan Garcia.
That's what I was going to ask. Do you care about
that's
Benn?
the fight, Chan. Not
I mean,
that
we
bullshit.
talked about that already, but Conor Benn is fighting.
Yeah,
Ryan
you have
Garcia.
Conor Benn, Ryan Garcia. That's September 15th, I think. Is that right?
It's definitely in September.
And that's Zuffa Boxing's quietly cooking. Everyone was hating on them because they're doing fights basically in a barnyard, and then now they're starting to cook. Now that's the same night as a big UFC. I'm pretty sure that's the same night as Islam Ian Gary. Double check that, Chin.
So this is September 12th.
Or is it UFC Noches? So that was September 12th?
Yeah. You want to see Noches?
Yeah, just type in UFC September 12th. It's not on their website yet, huh?
No.
Yep.
Yep,
Oh,
it is
wow.
Noche.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what they mentioned here.
That's interesting, right? Out of all the nights, why would UFC put on the same night as their big UFC Noches? And this is this going to be, this is Glendale, Arizona. Card features heavyweight clash between Curtis Blades and Waldo Cortez Acosta, along with Alexa Grasso, Ferro. All right, Brand Moreno, Joseph Morales. All right. Hopefully they spice that card up for Noches. That's not doing it for me yet.
No.
But it is weird to put on the same night, right?
Which one? Which event you think Dana's sitting ringside?
Oh my God, he'll be at Zoof all day. I know which one I'm gonna watch, but all good.
Dana started off as a boxing promoter, right? At the beginning?
No, instructor for fitness.
Instructor.
He's a
Okay.
fitness card instructor, but never a boxing promoter. What the hell was that, Chin? Salary at Meta?
Yeah,
65
this is
million?
pretty crazy. So, this is Dana White talking about them collaborating with Meta. And hold on, let me just refresh this.
AI, I'm on the board for Meta. I just got back from a Meta board meeting. Zuckerberg, who is a brilliant gangster, this guy is a gangster. These people who try to talk about him and everything else. I'm so blown away and impressed by this guy. He's an animal.
God, he's glazing them hard.
Putting all the chips in on AI. We just hired like 10 kids that are aged 22 to 28. The average salary is like $65 million that these kids are making that are coming in working on AI. But AI, you hear a lot of negativity about AI. There's way more positives about AI than negative. So Meta AI,
What do you say?
Yeah.
Zuckerberg got to him.
Yeah.
I know you guys hear a lot more. There's more positive with AI than negative. Oh, you've been hanging around Zuck too much.
I know you think the Terminator's bad, but there's a lot of positives to the T-1000.
Terminator does cool shit too. Zuck got to him. God, he glazes Zuck.
Well, he's on the board apparently at Meta.
He's been on the board. He's been on that
So
board.
of course you're going to say that.
But this dude's such a badass. He's so tough. Oh, God.
You love Mark Zuckerberg, Brennan.
God, he's glazing Zuck. I get it. Smart dude. I get it.
This is not a big deal. But, okay, I don't know if you listened to the Unfiltered podcast with Jim Norton and Matt Serra. I wish I could find I have roughly the timestamp, but it's going to take too long to hear the whole thing. But Bobby King Green, he was talking to Matt and Jim, and he's saying, like, I'm going to explain it because Jim don't know anything about fighting. And he starts to go off, and then Jim fucking just went in on him.
Oh, you got to play it for me.
Dude.
I love Jim.
It takes a little while, though, because
I love Jim.
It's easier said, even as listen, I'm a old grizzled warrior. It's easier said than fucking done when you're getting hit by that savage. I mean, he was accurate. He was in your face. You were taking shots. He had you in a position where all you had to do was just cover for a second. They would have stopped it. But, dude, tell me your mindset when you're going through all that shit.
Be honest, bro. I'm just really just like, we'll break down the fight. Let's break it down because you said a couple things in it that kind of like rubbed me a little bit, you know?
Oh, tell me how I rubbed you.
Yeah. You said the words accurate, you know? And this is the thing about this is like, when I'm fighting Terrence, I understand, like, when it comes to fighting, Jim, I'm going to break this down for you because you don't know anything about fighting. Matt does. But when you're fighting Jim,
I know that he was. I do know he was winning that round. I know. I may not know that much, but I know.
You don't want to come for Jim Norton.
Very dominant until you turned it around at the last.
Okay, we'll do all that. We'll take all that stuff. I like that. Okay, cool. Check this out. So he's landing about 1 every 6 punches. 6 shots.
I do know he's winning that round.
According to my calculations, those are great numbers. You know, if I could make you hit me one time and you throw six or whatever, and one time you hit me out of those, I'm willing to keep playing that deck. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so when you said accurate, that's what I'm like, is that really accurate? 1 per every 6, you know what I mean? But one thing about this, man, is like, I was trying to explain to Jim, first of all, is like, fighting is like this. It's like dancing, you know?
Is it? How so? I don't understand. I've never watched a fight before. How does that happen?
I'm gonna break it down. I'm gonna break it down.
Are people supposed to hit each other? I was shocked the guys were punching each other. I'm like, what's going on here?
I'm gonna break it down for you. So,
thank you. I appreciate that.
You dance, Jim? You dance with a girl and shit like that?
No, I don't know how to dance or fight. I don't know how to do anything. I just kind of sit there and watch people do stuff.
I don't know much about you, Jim. Maybe I don't want to offend you or anything. I don't know much about you if you're a fighter.
No. I don't know how to dance.
He's a comedian, but he also is a blue belt in jiu-jitsu. He's training now.
Okay. So check this out. When you dance with a girl, you will get a girl to dance with. The first time you guys dance together, it'll be like a little bit off. You know what I mean? Because maybe she danced faster than you. Maybe you dance, slower or blah blah blah. So you guys are like trying to figure your rhythm out. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So sometimes you might bump knees or trying to dance and shit. There's little things like that as you figuring it out. The same thing is with fighting. Is where it take that little minute for you to figure each other's rhythm out, I got to figure out what he's throwing, how fast it's coming, what his combinations he like to throw.
Does Jim keep going on him?
I've seen on tape, but now there's
okay, so you got to listen to that episode. It's the most recent one on UFC Unfiltered.
Don't go wrong on Jim Norton.
He's
Bobby has just no clue who he's dealing with.
And then he was like, they talked about the liver shots. He goes, Jim goes, "Where's the liver? Is that by your shoulder?"
And Bobby's like, "What?"
Yeah. But then eventually Bobby did apologize. He goes, "Much respect. I don't know much about you, this and that." But he goes, "Yeah, okay, yeah." Like he kind of took the apology, but then he was also like, "No, I know he was trying to talk smack." So yeah.
When Jim goes wicked on people, there's no one like that.
No.
He's great.
Jim's the worst one to go for. Mm-hmm. What a sketch in.
That's pretty much the fun stuff. You want to just jump
Let's
in
go
the
to the chat. God dang. Bobby's like, "I don't know much about you."
You want to go to the very top, or how do you want to do this?
No, keep going down. Welcome to the show, Mr. Cali Grown. Where we at here? Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Yep, everybody's saying DDP is a big boy. I think he pushes a pace on DDP, mixes striking with wrestling, and finishes DDP in the 4th. This is Murph's Fight Club. DDP might have luck in the second round, but I think Usman takes over with skill and experience. I mean, DDP has a ton of experience, brother. Captain 420, DDP is unpredictable, and that's his biggest advantage. And his size. Yeah, being unpredictable and his size. For middleweight's insane. Comic Cody says, how many subs you at? I'm not sure, brother. First pod I subscribe to. Thanks for making me sound smart around these dummies wandering the world with Callan steaks. No sleep. DDP looked huge during the face-off. He's a big cat. Comic Cody, as a 90s kid, there's only one DDP. Diamond Dallas Page. Yeah, facts. The Stoner, DDP fights like a middle schooler, just throwing. Yeah, but he's tough to deal with. Captain 420, is Usman's brother still in the UFC? No, I think they cut him, and he tested hot for PDs.
Did he really?
Yeah.
I don't know why I said did he really, like I haven't seen him before. But yeah, that's crazy.
He looks crazy, Josh.
The after show but later says DDP is a minus 238. That makes sense. Black Ross, Strickland ain't beating Khamzat a second time. Oof. I don't know, brother. It's a good fight, though.
That whole thing shows you how MMA math is not real. Like, you can't, like, the fact that Strickland is Khamzat's kryptonite, Khamzat's DDP's kryptonite, DDP is Strickland's kryptonite. You know what I mean? Like,
nah, but I mean, if you're listening to this show, MMA math, you counted that out 5 years ago. No, if you do an MMA math, this probably ain't the show for you. The Gemma Girl says, Gemma Girl, what up, girl? I wonder if the UFC has a retirement tribute package ready to go. Yeah, yep. And she put money on DDP. Agree. Black Ross, DDP Strickland 3 is going to be amazing. A rubber match that's organic, nothing better. Yeah, a rubber match, and the guy's 2-0. That's the only weird thing. But we think Strickland won that first fight, but yeah, 2-0. It's a little weird. Slowfit says Nick Sicken said Sean is getting stem cells. Yep, I'll see those boys tomorrow. Comic Cody says Strickland is jabbing his way to victor again. Yep, but it works. Slowfit, was it Rogan who said he didn't believe in stem cells? No. Rogan got it in his shoulder and avoided surgery. Slowfit, Rogan's a champion of stem cells more so than anybody. That's how he got connected with Ways to Well. Scott Dopeson, I'm busy at work, but I had to stop and say hi. What up, man? Gemma Girl said, I've been trying to convince my mom to come to Texas, check out Ways to Well for her knees. New York State approves nothing, just pulls pills and steroids. Yeah, no. If your mom, it depends what's wrong with your mama's knees, It's not going to help bone on bone shit, but if there's ligament damage, it can definitely help. Black Ross, a hot take, as good as Sugar is, I think his boxing is underrated. I don't think anybody underrates Sugar's boxing. That fool could box his ass off. Cody, welcome to the club. Black Ross says because Max did cause his injury. I don't. By what? By moving backwards? Jesse Lee MMA. Hey B, you tried that Gorilla Mind energy drink? It put out more plates, more dates guy. It's put out by the more plates, more dates guy. Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Black cherry vanilla is my jam. I have not, but plates, more dates is my boy. We should definitely get some here. The Stoner says Conor made that video yesterday, and there wasn't a knee brace or crutches in sight. That is weird. Slowfit, Yuri is going to ask for a no contest since Olberg blew out his ACL. Jeez. A little different, but I hear you. Damn, everyone's swearing by that Gorilla energy drink. Gorilla Mind energy drink.
Gorilla Mind, that and their supplements are really good.
They said the gummy bear's good. Nicholas M6. Do you drive an M6, brother? Let's talk about it. Am I way off for just not being that impressed with Islam? He's no doubt great, but as far as the best in all the UFC, he has a very weak resume, in my opinion. Yes, resume's not the best, but that you can't fault him for that because it's not his fault. It's just when he was born. Yeah, I see what you're saying, but he's pretty damn good, brother, especially what he's doing at 170 now.
What do you think? Islam has a weak resume?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, super weak. Keep going off. The Gamer Girl, you'd think Dana would have mentioned the no contest on post-fight presser. Too worried about boxing. I know, that's wild. It's wild you have that significant of an event happen literally minutes before, and you're talking about Zuffa boxing.
Kind of like Craig's stream at the end says, we didn't get to that yet, but who do you think has a better resume then, Islam or Khabib?
They're both pretty weak. That's the knock on both of them.
I never thought that about, because like you got Islam beat Charles, Islam beat Justin, he beat Dustin Poirier, he beat Volkanovski. Like to me,
you talking about the 45er Volkanovski? You talking about the 45er Volkanovski who some think he beat him? You talking about that Volkanovski?
I'm talking about the second fight. The first fight, I could see what you're talking about.
What
but
do you
Volk
mean?
is still a beat. I mean, he's still technically.
You talking
won
about the
2
second
rounds.
fight where he took it on short notice and got knocked out?
But I think that's more impressive than Khabib or.
A 45er? A 45er?
I'm saying resume-wise.
That does nothing for him. That hurts his resume. That he had difficult and something he lost that fight to a 45er. If anything, that hurts his credentials for a GOAT.
But the knockout afterwards is pretty crazy. Yeah.
45er.
Yeah.
45er. Smaller 45er that you struggled with, you know? Where are we at here? Big Rich, get your lunch in, big dog. Nicholas says, Islam beat Drew Dober, Green, Hooker to the title. Beat Charles, beat a featherweight twice. Beat, agree, out of his prime Dustin, and then beat JDM, who seems checked out. That's why his toughest matchup, his toughest opponent is Ian Gary so far. For sure. That's by far his toughest task.
I still think it's a better resume than Khabib has.
They're both weak.
Yeah.
They're both weak. That's why they're not my GOATs. And because they don't risk much.
Someone asked if I'm part of the Small Hat Club. I'm Italian and Greek. No.
Jimmy Wade, got to get back to work. I'll be back next Thursday before my jiu-jitsu match on 25th. There won't be a live next Thursday and Friday. I'm in LA. We'll talk about it tomorrow. Jacoby says, I'm also hoping Ian wins. I've never been overly impressed with Islam. He's great, but he does not fight enough to keep me hype. Agree. Gilmer Girl says, Vance ultimately blames the past administration. Anything incredible was destroyed years ago. Interesting. Black Ross, I freaking love this chat. Thank you, sir. Gilmer Girl says, Josh Hokett's the Tony Hinchcliffe of the UFC. He's getting close. Black Ross says, JD Vance pissing me off. I'm not going to get into it, but not a fan. If you're from Southern Cal, Oceanside area, then you know about him before he was famous. F him and the person he is now. Yeah, but you can say about all politicians. I mean, pick your poison, man. They all suck. Comic Cody says, GSP versus Hardy armbar was so trash. Yeah. Abe, let's do Ilia versus Paddy in MSG now. I agree. Book it. The only caveat is what's going on with Ilia.
That's the fight I want to see. I'd rather see that than Ilia Arman.
Agree. Yeah, Abe goes, out of all the banger fights Charles Oliveira has had, he fights smart on the title that is declined by banger matches. That's how it goes. That's how it goes, man. He played it safe, and now he's paying the repercussions. Cody, yeah, BMF should be a one-fight belt. Yep. Keep going down, Chin. Slowfit says it can't be only one BMF because of weight classes. Can't have Charles versus Hokit. Yeah. Black Ross, if there's one BJJ guy who deserves BMF title, it'd be Jim Miller. Yeah, agree. BMF should be like the home run derby. Yeah, derby. I said dirty. Yeah, Donnelly Gift. The problem is the commission. So he says BMF should mean anyone can get these hands. Forget the weight classes. The problem there is commissions. But you could do, a guy goes up from 55 to 70, 45 55, 70 to 85, 85 to 205, and vice versa. You could do that. Vice versa, back and forth. Slowfit, UFC messed up by giving Charles the opportunity to be in a BMF. Now, Charles usually, represents a BMF. That dude goes pretty crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like his fight against Chandler, he's had some gnarly ass fights. Just that one, he was like, not tonight. No, you're not. Gimmer Girl says, someone got to send the guys Connor's new drink. Would love to see the guys try it and their thoughts. Yeah, I'm down. Yeah, is it available yet? I don't know.
It is. It just came out 2 days ago.
Slovit says, not enough hours in the day for DDP to work on his wrestling to counter Khamzat. No, he'll never be able to go, skill for skill against Khamzat in the wrestling department. He just has to do enough to keep it on its feet. And again, he's going to get taken down, so he needs to work on getting to his feet. But no, as far as straight wrestling, no, you're correct. Not enough hours in the day. But there's some things he can fix to make it more of a competitive fight than whatever the hell that first fight was. Oh, Gimmer Girl says Mac Energy drink available right now on Amazon. Variety pack. Unavailable. She goes, should I buy the proper punch or orange creamsicle? I always feel like the safe bet's the proper punch. I assume that's fruit punch. Yeah, everyone's saying proper punch. Dylan Davis says, would love to listen and comment, but unfortunately the volume is so low you can't hear shit. That has to be on his end.
It's not that low.
Marshall says, Brent, I know you're bitter about England, but Argentina or Spain? Probably Spain, right? England is so frustrating. They deserve to lose that game. They played not to lose. They got up 1 and then made all these subs and played just defensively. I'm like, what the F are they doing? That coach should be
the bus for an hour straight.
That coach should be fired. I'll go for Spain for sure.
Come on.
I think Spain gets it done. Argentina shouldn't even won that game.
How good is that goalie from England? What was that, 7 saves?
Black Ross, I love Brent's reaction to Zuckerberg. It's a fucking gangster. Dude, it's so wild to me. I get it, you're business partners, but Jesus Christ. He's glazing them so much. Keep going down.
that's the bottom there.
Okay. I'm cooking. All right. We'll go for another 5 minutes. And then the real super chats tomorrow where I answer every single question. Let me see. These guys, how late am I? You're towards the end, but that's all good. Sorry, DC times are different. All good, brother. Black Ross says, hot take. Ian Gary is not the best welterweight, but is the most complete. His BJJ is top tier. His boxing, kickboxing, wrestling defense, he has the deepest bag, the most ways to win. It's also his IQ and his size. He's huge. He's tall. Islam hasn't fought a guy so tall with that good of footwork, so it's going to create some issues for him. Kid Nicholas says, do you think more weight classes would benefit and limit the filler cards? No, it'd do the exact opposite. Because they have to add more guys to the weight classes to get more watered-down fighters. Kevin Plunkett, little baseball here. What's your opinion on Dalton Rushing? I love his intent. Yeah, I love him. He's my favorite. One of my favorites. Omar Instant, what's Ian Gary done? He beat Prates. He beat MVP. His fight with Schaub was pretty damn impressive. Like he's a tough night in the office. His issue is he's not like must-see TV. He's very calculated, very cerebral fighter. Doesn't take a lot of chances. Doesn't get hit a lot. So his problem is going to be getting finishes. He's just not a finisher, but he's just better at a lot of things than everybody else. Stay weird, MJ. Welcome to the Big Brown Club. I thought we had you on here before, brother. Keep going.
I think some people, come back and leave, come back.
Yummer Girl says, I end up buying Proper Punch, arriving Monday. Yeah, keep us posted. It's arriving Monday, so hopefully before your live. If not, I'll let the chat know Tuesday. All right, maybe I'll look in there and buy some. Mikey Mukai said, Trump said big announcement today. Just more bombing of Iran. D. Scott, I'm thinking of putting 50 on Usman this weekend. I mean, not a bad idea. Black Ross, what has Ian done? Bro, watch his fights. Don't be a hater and tell me what your ice test says. Oh, but I don't need to rewatch him. I've seen all his fights. His level of difficulty to not getting hit and his footwork is second to none. And look at the guys he's beat, and doesn't get hit. And he's in there for the full 25 or 15 minutes and really doesn't take punishment. Again, not the most exciting fighter, but fuck, he's good.
You've been an Ian guy since before he was even in contention.
Yeah. I keep telling you guys he's going to be the next champ. He's so skilled. All right, we'll end it there, kids. Tomorrow is the Super Chat. That's 11 a.m. Central Time. That's 11 a.m. Central Time. So we'll be back, kids. And I'll, for next week, Gemma, I will try to get that energy drink, see what's popping with that Mac Gorilla energy drink. Here's the belt. Finally got it, kids. Told you, chat. We finally got it here. We did the Lord's work. All right. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you for everything. Love you guys. I will see you tomorrow. Same time. Next week's going to be a little dicey. I got to figure out. Monday for sure. We'll go Monday for sure. Tuesday for sure. And then Thursday, Friday is going to be tough because I'll be in LA working and with my fam. It's my only vacation this entire year. So be cool, but we'll figure it out. I'll make sure you guys have content. All right. Love you guys, man. And I will see you guys tomorrow, 11 a.m. I'm Big Brown. I'm out. Thank you guys.